What's going on, guys? This is Ben from NolanTCG, back here with Harry.
Sup?
And Bragg from C4G.
G'day.
And today we are here with Harry's Empty Jar deck out list. So this is very degenerate. Very, very, very degenerate. We're all in agreement of that.
Yep,
But, I'll take you through the list, and then we'll leave you to Harry to talk through his deck build and some other options that he's got. But starting us off, we have 3 copies of Thunder Dragon, the Sandgan, Cyber Jar, 2 copies of Night Assailant, a Morphing Jar, then 2 copies of Magician of Faith, 3 copies of Drag Down, 3 Spell Reproduction, the book 3 Book of Tayo, 3 Giant Trunade, then 3 The Shallow Grave, the standard 1 Pot of Greed, double Upstart showing up in this list, along with the 1 card Destruction, the other standard card in Graceful Charity, triple Book of Moon, double Serial Spell, 3 card of Safe Return, because yes, this card is at 3 at this point. This is very degenerate. And then 1 Premature Burial, and the 1 called the Haunted. So Harry, take us through how you play this list and your other options.
Okay, I'll quickly discuss the other options. In your main list, you've got the Thunders, Sangan, and Cyber Jar, and Morphing Jar. You can also drop the Morphing Jar, and all the flip monsters, Cyber, and add in 3 Mystic Tomato and 2 copies of a Feather of the Phoenix. Mystic Tomatoes get you the Sangan, and that gets you the Cyber Jar, or you can go Mystic Tomato into Cyber Jar and then Book of Moon it on an attack to get your engine rolling. And a Feather of the Phoenix just lets you guarantee to draw, copies of cards that you want, say Book of Tayo or Pot of Greed. But basically, the way the deck wants to play is it's an alternate win condition. You're not pushing for damage. A battle phase doesn't exist in this deck. But ultimately, the best card in your deck is Cyber Jar, and you want to flip it as much as possible. So Book of Tayo is your best card for that, because you can set it and then immediately flip it. What Cyber Jar does is it makes both players look at the top 5 cards of their deck. Any spells and traps get immediately added to hand, and the level 4 or lower monsters are summoned to the board in face-up attack or face-down defense. Level 5 and higher monsters, or monsters that can't be special summoned that are level 4 or lower, just get added to your hand. And you're basically just trying to fill up your opponent's hand as much as possible, and then combo card destruction with Serial Spell to make your opponent basically discard 20 cards and then draw 20 twice. And yeah, so you've just got Upstart, Pot of Greed, Graceful Charity for just consistency, adding combo pieces. Drag Down lets you guarantee that your opponent has a grave turn for the Shallow Grave, which lets you bring back your Cyber Jar into Book of Tayo, into 5 cards and so on. Because if your opponent doesn't have any monsters in grave, then you can't actually activate it. Spell Reproduction lets you add back card destruction. You can play the deck with only 1 Serial Spell, but occasionally it'll come up where you've got a pretty garbage hand, and you can just go Pot of Greed, chain Serial Spell, discard 1 card, draw 4. And it just you net so much advantage out of it. Same with Spell Reproduction, discard 2 spells. Serial Spell, discard your whole hand because it's probably not worth it. Add 2 spells from grave. You can just keep doing things. It is possible to just drop Call the Haunted, considering it is a trap, because this deck can FTK. But this build, while it's less likely to FTK, gives you more of an early game to play through if you don't open your specific combo pieces. So Magician of Faith is going to let you recur your power spells, and Night Assailants just give you free discard fodder for Graceful Charity and Drag Down. Same with Thunder Dragon.
Very disgusting. What do you think of degeneracy, Bragg?
So this deck is why I run amongst other cards.
Sorry, just cut out for a second there. What was it that you're on?
Ceasefire.
Yes.
It obviously, when this deck is really working, you never have a chance. But if you get to go first, they set a card. You right away Ceasefire before they can Book of Tayo it, and that. So, they can obviously Book a Moon, but that just saves you 1 mil 5.
Yeah.
In saying that, you actually just Ceasefire and chain to Book a Moon. So, Book of Tayo, so they lose the Book of Tayo as well.
Yeah, true. But yeah, so before they get that little bit of advantage, some other stuff in this. Giant Trunade with premature burials. Yep, down there. That's insane. That's always been insane. Always will be insane. Along with card of safe return, just that card of safe return can net you so much advantage between the prematures and the shallow graves, and obviously Call the Haunted there too. Call the Haunted is probably on a little bit of the slow side, but like if you get to mill your opponent a whole bunch, and it just gives you that little bit of extra pushing room. From what I've experienced.
Sorry. I'll just quickly address with card destruction. You cannot activate it.
You cut out for a second, Harry.
Yeah, he cut out. You cannot activate it. There, he said it. You cannot activate.
No.
Well,
so
format saved.
You can't activate card destruction if the cards in your hand exceed the cards in your deck, because you'd be technically decking yourself out, and by game mechanic, you're just not allowed to. Even if you are discarding your hand off serial spell. So it's just like, if you've got 10 cards in hand and 9 cards in deck, you have to reduce your hand size to accommodate for that. And that's where spell reproductions are also good, because you're playing, nearly 30 spells. You can just activate it, discarding 2 spells, add another copy from grave to hand, and then you just keep doing that to reduce your hand size to a point where you can resolve card destruction.
The only other thing I can really say about this deck is look at Sabajar's cute little smile.
Well, that will be the dramatic loot that we every week. So, as always, I have been Ben from NolanTCG. It's been very good to have Bragg and Harry here today again. And as always, have a good afternoon, everybody.